Final Fantasy XV is Square Enix's most recent Final Fantasy title, released 10 years after the last installment. Although I never played the other entries in the series, I was more than satisfied with this game. It's the perfect blend between action, adventure, and story I want in a game. Final Fantasy XV boasts a charming and likable main group of characters. Prince Noctis, the main protagonist of the game, has actual depth and isn't an emotionless badass the entire game. Ignis is the brains of the group. His support and slight charm elevate his companions to another level. Prompto is a cheerful gunslinger. Look to him for most of the comic relief in the game. Rounding up the main party is Gladio. At first glance, he looks like a tough brute, but then we come to learn that he cares deeply for his friends. What I like about these characters is that Square Enix decided to make them more than just their video game stereotypes. Each character adds a little flavor to their suggested role. Other characters such as Corleonis, King Regis, Lady Lunafreya, and Arden Azunia gain some well-deserved spotlight as well. The main narrative of the game focuses on Noctis and his group of friends retaking their homeland from the evil Niflheim Empire. A king seeking to retake his homeland seems cliché at first, but Final Fantasy XV adds much more to this over its 15-chapter long campaign. I ended up finishing in about 30 hours and was completely blown away. The only real JRPG experience I had going into this was Dragon Quest IX, so I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. The formula is simple: follow the main quest across the open world of Insomnia. Of course, there are plenty of towns to visit along the way with tons of side quests for you to complete. I highly recommend doing this as it will make you much stronger for the latter half of the game. I say this because the latter half is much more linear than the first, and side quests aren't really an option. You gain minimal XP, and after beating the game I realized I was 5 levels short of the recommended level. Sure explains why those last couple boss battles took so long. Combat is fairly simple. It's basically button smashing. Rather than having a turn-based combat system, it's a free motion, real-time system. Although it sounds crazy at first, you get used to it after the first couple chapters. But what I am most impressed of in Final Fantasy XV is its open world aspect. Despite being in a fantasy world, it feels so real, as if I were in Aincrad. Car rides take time, some stretches can take almost 10 minutes, you even have to fill up gas. There's fishing, photos, and camping, all of which would be a chore to do, but the lovable cast makes it work. To say the least, Final Fantasy XV is beautiful. I can't tell you how at peace I am driving along the highway with the sun shining over the horizon. There are 2 types of cutscenes, cinematics and in-game talking scenes. The cinematics are gorgeous and the talking scenes match the game's graphics, so I must commend them on that. I'm talking to you, Halo Wars.
Okay, listen up, team. You've all been chosen for this mission because you've seen plenty of action.
And while the game isn't the absolute best looking like Halo 5 or other games out there, it definitely doesn't look bad. Final Fantasy XV boasts a wonderful score that fits each moment in the campaign beautifully. From the title screen to the menu to the action, it's constantly reminding you how amazing it is. I fell in love with Final Fantasy XV. Immediately after completing the story, I purchased the Season Pass. And although I'm done with the story, I'm not done with the game. I've just scratched the surface in post-game content. This entry alone guaranteed my purchase for the rest of the series. As soon as pre-orders go up for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm getting it. The perfect blend of everything working in this game makes it truly amazing. I like the characters, the story, the music, everything. Final Fantasy XV is definitely a top tier game. For more reviews like this and plenty of other film and game content, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.